Hey guys, Sly here, and welcome to Resident Evil Outbreak. Now this is a game that I wanted to do a playthrough on for a while now. That's why I just wanted to get CTR over and done with, because I've been planning on doing this one ahead of time. As you guys can probably tell, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, and I remembered going over to a cousin's house and seeing this game, and I was completely blown away with how awesome this game is, because of the fact that you can play with other people, and I like it. It's pretty cool. And here's the thing that shocked me the most is people still play online on this game. If you have either a Japanese copy or just a Japanese ROM downloaded with the English translation patch, you can play this online on the Japanese servers. Now, there's a YouTuber that I watch named Headlocked Gaming. Go check him out. He does do great content. He contradicts this and said you can still play, American servers, but I haven't really found a way to do that. I just been playing on the Japanese servers, and apparently this game has a great following. This game and Outbreak File Number 2, which is the sequel to this game. And how do I explain this game? Because this game really is different from all the other Resident Evil games. Because this game, you play as one character along with 3 other people too if you're playing by yourself with the AI. And let me just hit start right now. Let's just hit it right now. And basically, this was one of the first games to provide a backup on the external hard drive. Now, there's an option to install data on the HDD to optimize loading time. So I'm going to read into that right now, because I got this from a retro game store, and I managed to get the instruction booklet with it, which is a really great find. Because it says that if you install it on an HDD, it will shorten loading time and provide more seamless gameplay, which I do have to explain. Sometimes when I take damage from an enemy, the game stops for a bit, freezes for a bit, and then it continues. And then there's other times where the loading times are so long. This was their answer to it. If you buy an HDD and install the game on that, it shortens the loading time. And you kind of have to need that for online play. You could see why. But even though it takes a while, you can actually play a mini game while your data is being installed. You can solve a bunch of puzzles and whatnot, like a jigsaw puzzle. I want to explain the game's AI. Yes, we have to address this. Sometimes the AI in this game can be stupid, but I ain't gonna lie, some of the AI can help you, because you're gonna see me spam the come on button, because sometimes they're just, how do I put this? They're dumb. They're just completely dumb. And sometimes when you offer them a gun, a survivor who already has a gun will go over and take it. I cannot count how many times I went, what the hell, dude? You already have a one gun. You don't need to take another gun. Because I'm trying to make sure all the survivors are equipped and whatnot, so they're not basically getting the crap kicked out of them every 5 seconds. because I think you get a bonus at the end of each section if you make sure that they don't die. So I notice a bit of input lag with regarding sound. So I'm just going to make sure I fix that post production. Without further ado, I think I rambled on long enough. Let's get into this. Yeah. So what we got here is an awesome game. Now, as you can see, these scenarios span from Resident Evil 1 to 3. So, the first scenario we're playing is called Outbreak. I don't know at what point this, which game the bar was from. I think it was from 3. And then the second one is called Below Freezing Point, which is the lab from Resident Evil 2, Encased in Ice. 3 is the hospital, the Hive. It's basically the hospital from Resident Evil 3. Hellfire, I don't know which game that's from. And Decisions. This is pretty much the hardest one, in my opinion. Aside from the Hive. But we're gonna go into Outbreak first. Now I'm gonna play as different types of characters, because if you go into the instruction booklet, they do have different abilities, and it kind of gives a brief description there. For Outbreak, I'm gonna play as Kevin Ryman, who is a police officer, and like it said there, he has a high-quality handgun at game start, which it's both good and bad because it has its own ammunition. Because if you grab a 9mm handgun, you won't be able to load the powerful handgun. So I guess they had to balance it. And I'm just going to go a quick run through with the characters. So we got Kevin, and we got Mark Wilkins, who used to be a Vietnam veteran. And he is strong with melee weapons, and he comes with a handgun. Because I have to address the inventory situation real quick. Each character has 4 inventory slots, except for Yoko, which I'm going to get to in a bit. Basically, he has like a defensive move where if he's in his attack stance, if you press circle repeatedly to guard, and if an enemy attacks you, he can repel them. And basically what this says, he's strong with melee weapons. He can do a move called Full Swing. And basically it's just a powerful melee attack. And then here we got Jim. He is rarely attacked by enemies. His personal item is a coin, which says changes his destiny. I don't even know much about these characters because I haven't played as them. But he has a move called Play Dead. And he can also find items on the map. Playing dead is very risky because there's a new mechanic, which I'm going to get into when we start the game. And the character up next is George Hamilton. And basically, like it says, he can create many types of medicines, and his personal item is a medical set. And he has a tackle ability, which I don't know how that works, but I might do another series on this, playing as different characters. So let's see who's next. David King. He has a toolbox, which he can use to make different weapons. Because like in that intro, he had like this spray can that shot flames. That's like only one of the weapons that he can make with those things. I'm pretty sure he can make more. He can actually make a hammer using a stick and a concrete block. So he's useful in that case. And Alyssa, well, you can see what it says there. She's the master at locking things because she has a lockpick. And she can do a backstep so she can evade. And she also has one of the same abilities that Kevin has called taking pot shots, which I'm going to demonstrate when we get into the game. Now, Yoko. Remember before when I said that she has more than 4 inventory spaces, unlike the other characters? Well, it's because she has a thing called a knapsack. I'm just going to call it a backpack, because it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, basically, she also has an evasive move, which I will demonstrate in below freezing point. And the last character is Cindy. Cindy Lennox. Basically, she has an herb case, so she can store herbs in that instead of her actual inventory. And she also has an evasive maneuver called Duck. So, since we got past all the other characters, let's start the game, shall we?
Yeah.
I'm going normal, because screw doing that on hard. You're gonna get destroyed. And I just want to just do a complete walkthrough on the normal difficulty. So, let's get into it and let the intro play.
There was a disruption earlier in today's football match between the Raccoon Sharks and the Oakland Raiders. Apparently, the game was interrupted when an unruly fan unearthed the pole and sparked the riot. The number of injured is not yet known, but more than 50 local law enforcement officers involved in the scene are still trying to...
Aren't you eating anything? Hey, Bob, where's your mind at?
What?
Huh? What a weird customer.
Who is this guy? Damn it! He's unconscious. Are you all right?
Yeah, what an intro, right? So I'm going to get into the basics of the game real quick. So I can give you a quick rundown on it is while I do this first part, which is going to be kind of hard since I'm playing and recording this at the same time. So basically, we're just gonna push this right over here to block them from coming in. So basically, hitting triangle will bring up your inventory, not inventory, the whatchamacallit, the map, and start brings up your condition and whatnot. And you'll notice a gauge on the bottom right there. That is your virus gauge. Basically, how that works is you're already infected with the virus, right? And you have to get out in like a certain time limit before you fully turn and die. So that's basically what all that's about. And ooh, zombies are getting in. So like I said, the AI can be very dumb sometimes. And you kind of have to be very patient about that. Because sometimes they can't help. Like in the last mission, I was supposed to create a cure for the virus. And they actually got an ingredient of it. Because I was wondering where they were at. I thought they were dead already. And then when I went to one part of the area, they got it for me. And I was able to make the cure, which was very cool. So yeah, sometimes they're very stupid and sometimes they could really help out. Alright, let's go through here. And I have to admit, that's such a cool, loading screen. Where it shows you where you're at, and it's just this, eerie heartbeat.
I don't know what to do.
So what we need to do is get out of here.
What?
Of course, we need to grab some healing items.
Sorry.
And pressing square, I think, does ad-lib stuff. And when I read about it in the manual, it honestly intrigued me because what it said was sometimes it gave you in-game hints on how to beat areas and whatnot. So basically what we're trying to do is get out of the city. So key with blue tag, we got that. So there's a blue marking on this doorknob. Oh, there it is. So like I said earlier, basically what all this is about is you're supposed to cooperate, you know. You're supposed to cooperate. You know, I tried playing this online, and I swear, people are masochists, dude. Because they play on the hardest difficulty all the time, and they even have a Discord, like I said. They have a Discord, and I immediately got destroyed because I immediately split up so I can get, like, one part of a puzzle piece that I needed. So, forklift key, first aid spray, yep, gonna need that. Now, the typewriters, they honestly don't work the same way, you know, all the other Resident Evils do. Basically, what it does is save your progress and then quits the game. So, if you need to be somewhere quickly, then that's when you, like, save and quit the game. So, back on the virus gauge. Remember when I said that when Jimmy, or Jim, does the whole play dead thing that's super risky? Well, if you play dead, it raises your virus gauge.
I have this feeling.
Which means, yes, you can die from that. And when you're online, you turn into a zombie and you could be able to attack the other survivors. So, we are going to get up here and crawl through this vent, which is where we need to go.
Son of a bitch! Good. We better get going.
So yeah, it doesn't have like actual voice samples. Like it has subtitles on the screen on what they don't say.
Oh my god.
So yeah. 3rd floor to rooftop stairway. There we go. And it's gonna be ridiculous for me to say, but the crows are a much bigger threat in this game. And you're thinking, Sly, the crows are the weakest enemies in the game. How could you say that, you know, they're the hardest?
Come on!
Well, here's the thing. Like, when you're climbing on the ledge or whatever to get to another side, they can sort of knock you down, and to the point where you're, like, hanging onto the ledge. And as long as you climb back up and on your feet, and then start, like, shimmying to wherever you need to be, you can get knocked off at that point as many times as you want. But if you're hanging on the ledge and a crow comes down and swoops at you, you fall off and you instantly die. Which means you have to do the whole part again. Now I'm going to demonstrate one of Kevin's special abilities. Now you saw that I aimed and he changed his stance. That's called the pot shots. And basically what that does is he takes like better aim. Like he pulls his gun back and then aims again. If you shoot an enemy after you do that, after you like pause for a bit without doing anything while just aiming and he switches his stance, then he does this shot where it almost instantly knocks them over. And it's very useful when dealing with zombies and whatnot, but you can see that I'm not really shooting or anything because ammo can be very, 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 very scarce. And I'm just not all about that. So I'm pretty sure I grabbed everything. Mark's stance, though.
I need your help. Watch out!
Oh my god!
Go away!
Oh yeah, I don't want to go over there. So it's time to knock this down, because we need to go across to the roof. And it triggers a cutscene.
This area will be closed off soon. Please proceed to this checkpoint immediately. If you do not leave the area in time, we cannot guarantee your safety.
So as you heard there, we have to get to that checkpoint or we're basically screwed. So that's why we have to kick that down and make it over there. And I'm pretty sure it gives you plenty of time, like 5 minutes or something, because I never felt like I was really gonna die. So here we go. So we're just gonna make sure that he goes first. I don't get how they do that because I'm always messing it up. Oh. So I just have to time the X button at the right point. Because I always ended up, like, you don't fall instantly because you start to hang off the ledge and your AI partner will run over to you, or one of them will run over to you and help you up. So, yeah. So we're making our way down to that checkpoint, which we probably have to either take an elevator or the stairs. Well, never mind. We took the elevator. So we're making our way down right now. Which is very good. So we need to be there. Oh, I picked up handgun rounds. Here, you take that. Oh crap. Yeah, we need to go. Mark's running ahead. In front of Jay's bar. Another cutscene triggers.
They startled me. I'm surprised you're still alive. The whole city's a war zone. We need all the help we can get. Now, move the police car over there to build a barricade. Go!
So what we have to do now is build a barricade. Which is kind of easier said than done, because zombies will come after you if you like try to push the car over.
May I have it? Check it out. Here!
Oh my god!
Alright, make sure Cindy has a gun. No.
I'll be right there.
Oh crap.
I need your help.
Yeah, when every time you charge your shot, it almost guarantees that they get knocked on their behind. which is something you should always do. I see a gleam over there, which always indicates that there's something to grab. So I'm gonna run over here because there is a shotgun over here. So I'm gonna try to push this. It isn't letting me for some reason. Oh, there we go. But there's a zombie over there. Wait. Is that zombie like not hitting me? I'm shocked. So I built the barricade. So we're gonna fall back, looks like. Crap, Cindy's in trouble, looks like. So when that happens, you want to pick her up and, you know, carry her around. So there's another cutscene.
Oh god, they're getting closer. We gotta go, now!
So we're gonna pick her up and try to get her away from the zombies. Because at this point, you know... Hold on. No, screw off, man. Equip. Hold on. Okay, so I healed her so she doesn't die. Handgun rounds, yep. So I'm trying to... So I gave her a shotgun. So another cutscene triggers, since he broke through.
Hey, listen, you should go now. It's a fuel tank. Leak the gas and use it to burn these bastards. Do it now!
So you heard what we have to do. We have to make sure the oil goes all over the place, and we have to use that lighter to light them all up. So that's what we're going to do next. And he does drop a shotgun, which I'm going to try to grab. You can't take any more of the item. So turn on the valve handle, yes. Because that sends the oil over the place. So we need to make sure that they are not in there. Because, for one, I don't think that it's going to allow you to if your buddies are in there. And two, if so, then it could kill them. So we're going to make sure that doesn't happen. So we're going to kick this zombie.
Come on! Over there!
What should I do?
Now I believe we use this right now. We just saved him. That is good. And triggers the cutscene, and bye-bye zombies. Fatality. Now, make sure you don't stay here long, because that truck will explode and kill you. So wait, where did Sydney go? I hope she isn't dead. Because if so, that would really, really suck. So, let's see if she is. I don't see her anywhere, even though it does show that she's still alive, but in danger.
Are you okay?
Thank you.
I'm gonna give her this.
I have
Fake.
Basically, when you shoulder someone, you're just making sure that they don't die.
Why did this happen?
So I'm gonna give him the first aid spray, so I don't risk, missing spraying him. Wait, is there anything at the end of here? This says no. But here we get a blue herb, which cures poison. And a red herb. So we're gonna go back.
Go now! Wait a minute!
Basically how I'm doing that is the whole right stick, since it's like completely like tank controls and all that. It's like fixed camera angles, like, traditional Resident Evil. So we're gonna climb up here and go to the next part. In front of Apple Inn. Make sure I put the booklet away so I don't forget it or start missing it. Alright, so we are on the surface. And let's see where we are now. I'm always checking around because you never know, you could start missing something. Because there's like collectibles you can grab and whatnot. So we are going to run right over here, and I'm pretty sure this will trigger another cutscene, if I'm not mistaken. tightly shut. What's taking so long? How could all this happen? I feel like I'm being forced to watch a B-horror movie. They're trying to have a laugh at my expense, right? Please say you are.
I agree. I understand.
Newspaper lies on the vending machine. Yeah, let's have a look at it. Raccoon to take an eerie voice from underground. Yeah. Taxi's not all. The seats are all bloody. Let's talk to this guy, and it will trigger a cutscene.
This is the Raccoon City Police Department. Please try to stay calm. Vehicles are standing by to commence evacuation. We need everyone here as quickly as possible. That's it then? Get in, please. The highway is too dangerous. We're taking side streets. Damn! Another barricade. As you can see, there are too many roadblocks. I'm afraid you'll have to get out and continue on foot.
Well, that sucks. We have to continue on foot. But no worries. We can still do this. So, let's get down to business, shall we? As you can see, there is some goodies in here. So let's go in here and take that. 45 auto rounds.
I have this feeling.
Remaining rounds. Yeah, I'm gonna give her the shotgun rounds.
Thank you.
Shotgun rounds. This time I'm gonna take it. And look at this. So instead of combining it, well, you can do both, but you can hit reload. And watch this. They reload one bullet at a time.
Yes.
I'm fine, thank you. Hey there!
Handgun rounds. And I guess we could reload this. So let's go. Let's see what they have to say. This is it. Looks like I'm from dinner. Sorry, Margaret. I don't think I can come home ever again. Yeah, it's kind of dark, man. How dare they leave us in a place like this? They told us to walk all the way. But I'll do it my way. I don't want to die yet. I'm not gonna move. I have come to this way, but it's blocked by a different car. Shotgun rounds. So I'm completely loaded on shotgun rounds. Like, I am all set. But, oh, okay. There we go. I was wondering where to go. I can't leave here. Sorry, but please walk from here. Go to research. Just give me a second to figure out what happened. Raccoon City. Kevin, you must survive for that matter. Survive, no matter what. Not only that, but when you play as different characters, it unlocks different, like, dialogue trees. Not dialogue trees, but different, like, dialogue. Because I'm pretty sure if we were not Kevin, he would have said something completely different. So it has replay value.
I found it.
Handgun rounds. We're not gonna need that. Wait a minute. Did she leave shotgun rounds laying around? I don't know, I think I'm losing my mind.
I found it.
Anyways, let's keep going. Oh, I think I saw a gleam there. Magnum revol— Whoa! Okay, I have not seen this before. That's crazy. 44 Magnum rounds.
Oh my god.
I'm shocked. I've never seen that weapon. That's crazy.
I understand.
Come on!
And we triggered another cutscene.
Oh, God.
Eric, what's taking so long? Hurry up!
I'm trying! I'm almost done! Hurry! Hurry! This way! Okay, it's done! Eric! What should I do?
So, in case you haven't realized, our next objective is to set off the explosion, which is what we are going to do as soon as we head down there. And as you can see, my inventory is full, so I'm going to have to make some sacrifices,
Scare me.
which is very unfortunate. Construction paper, material plate for the pedestrian bridge. So, Main Street. So, let's do this. Do-do. 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 Alright, so let's do this. Uh-oh, I wasted a shot. So detonator main unit. So yeah, I got shotgun ammo for days, so I can just keep pushing them back. Detonator handle. Hey, hold on. Hold on. No, that's not what I meant to do. Come on. Okay, there we go. And then it triggers, I believe, the last cutscene.
Now that was a rush. Everything started to go wrong from then. No. Maybe we just didn't realize things had been going wrong for a long time. Dead people wander the city in search of the living. When that becomes normal, I know that it's time to just give up.
Yesterday, just before dawn, the Pentagon announced that radioactive waste has been leaked throughout Raccoon City. In accordance with U.S. safety regulations, the city has been placed under quarantine, and the Army has been sent in to investigate and control the situation.
So yeah, I beat that in 20 minutes apparently. In game time, not actual. So yeah, I'm kind of amazed that I did it that fast. So that was Outbreak. I'll see you guys in the next part. I'm out.